We have damage that started on the third floor of the municipal building and has migrated, the water damage has migrated down through to the second and third floor, or second and main floor of the building, including the basements. The fires were relatively small. What happened was these two zones, or at least two zones of the sprinkler systems did activate due to the heat and or the smoke associated with the fires. So there's some significant water damage that has occurred. I would say this is typical of the circumstances and the size of the fire that we experienced. Remediation for some of the areas will be fairly quick. As soon as 2 weeks, we'll start moving some of the counters back onto the third floor. It looks like we'll have some staff back in within 2 weeks fairly quickly. Some of the other areas are going to take a little bit longer, and I don't have an estimate of that time just yet.
Yeah, there certainly was intent to get in, that's for sure. As far as the question goes in terms of the security of the building, we do have safety and security systems that monitor the building, including staff. So it is a very secure building. We also have to remember it is a public building, so it is open to the public. And a part of the Plus 15 network, as mentioned before. So it's a balance between that security and accessibility and openness to the public. Indeed, level 3 is where folks go to do fare entry and pay rates and fees and things like that. So it is a public building with offices above. Again, we don't want to be too reactive, one incident to change the whole facade of the building. It's a risk assessment, and what are the other systems and other controls we have in place to mitigate that. The building design is very solid, and the systems that are designed within the building as well are very solid and worked very well on this occasion. So the damage we saw, as Mario was mentioning, was mostly from the sprinkler system, which worked as designed. Yeah, well, while the remediation is taking place, it is a construction zone, and so it's not open to the public, and indeed we have to have the full PPE, which is of course what we've got on today, to be able to access that under escort, to allow the construction and the remediation people to do what they need to do as quickly as they can. Yeah, the building's very safe because those areas that are a construction site or may have some water have already been cordoned off. First priority is the safety of the staff in the building, the safety of the building itself. And then this next priority is to get our services up and running as quickly as possible. And that will be done in stages, in phases as we can do that. Of course, there's the alternative service desks already in place today, across the street in the library, Whitehorn. So we've been able to keep the services running very quickly, and hopefully we can bring them back to this building just as quick.